Let's face it, washing any RV is a monumental task. They're big, tall, and covered in road grime, bugs, and don't forget those impossible streaks. You know that feeling when you look at your RV after a long trip? Yep, that one. We've cracked the code on how to get a deep, long-lasting clean on even the biggest motorhome without all the endless scrubbing. We found a winning combination of tools and our absolute favorite products that have changed the game. In this video, we're sharing our secret formula to getting our massive Super C motorhome sparkling clean from top to bottom.
All right, so here we are standing out in front of the RV. Now, this is gonna be a how I like to wash my RV type video, right? Because I've been washing cars since I had a car back when I was 16, right? Lots of products I've gone through, different places I've purchased them at. This is 30 years worth of me going through things and figuring out what's the best way that I could wash this RV to make it sparkle. Because when we get into the campgrounds, people stop us all the time. Wow, that thing looks beautiful. I've been washing it out here on my driveway, and people will stop their cars in the street and talk to me about my RV. So this is where I keep and maintain the fleet, right? So we got a lot of stuff going on in here, and I want to talk about a couple of the products that I use. Basically back here, I've got my Vanna White, and she's gonna handhold all of these products that I'm gonna go through. So we're gonna talk a little bit about Sticky Snowball Foaming Soap, right? It's something that's gonna go into my foam cannon, and it's gonna lay a thick layer of suds on the side of the RV, and it's just gonna drip and glop down, and everything's gonna get real nice and clean and sudsy, right? And I'm gonna scrub it a little bit, and this foaming action is gonna be absolutely fantastic. So go ahead, let's move on to the next product. We're gonna talk about the Synthetic Quick Detailer. So after I wash it, or I apply a wax or anything like that, I'm not waxing the RV today, but usually this is my last cleaner that I'm gonna use. It's a quick, nice detailing spray. It goes on good, it comes off good, and it smells nice. So it'll keep everything even better. Next up, we got Hydrospin. Hydrospin is a wheel and rim cleaner. It's also a ceramic coating. And I don't use a lot of ceramic products, but I'm gonna give this one a try. I purchased it, and we're gonna see how it works. Something new that I'm getting into. Streak Free. That's a window cleaner from Chemical Guys. It's gonna give us a nice 100% streak-free clean. Next up in the red bottle. This red bottle is a concentrate. So what you're gonna see behind it here is a spray bottle. So I've taken the concentrate, put it a little bit in here. It's Diablo Wheel Cleaner. It gets all that grimy, cruddy brake dust and road debris off your rims. Makes them beautiful shiny. When you're working on the RV, it's got those nice aluminum rims on them that are chrome and awesome looking. You want them to shine and sparkle. Next up, we got some heavy duty metal polish. Again, for those rims, the exhaust tip, stuff like that. It's kind of pasty, and you kind of rub it on with an applicator pad, and then we're gonna take it off with kind of the same applicator pad or a different one, like a clean side of something, so that we get that nice, rich, bright shine to things. I have a new product that we're gonna give a whirl to, and that is in the bag here. It's Cherry Blast Car Scent, right? I love cherries. I love everything about cherries, the crisp smell that you get from them. So we're gonna give this a whirl, see if we can make the front end of the RV, maybe even the back end of the RV, smell a little bit better for everybody who's riding in it. The last thing I got here is some Chemical Guys tire gel. Basically, you take a nice applicator pad, rub that all along your tires, make them nice and shiny and wet looking, because who doesn't like a great looking tire? So how do you get all these bugs and dirt and grime off the front of your RV after traveling thousands of miles, right? You're gonna use a really great product that I've been turned on to by a couple other of our RVing friends out there, and that's Release Cleaner. It's made in Wisconsin. It was made for the aeronautics industry. And this is a humongous, like 1 gallon concentrate bottle. And to go along with that, I have put it into this awesome, it's like an aerator spray bottle, and it will make a cool foam that shoots onto the RV, right? So you take it, you pump it, you do your thing, and you spray it, and it makes a nice foam all over everything. You let it sit there for a minute or two, bugs just wipe right off. It is amazing. So we got to talk a little bit about power. Pressure washer. I'm a fan of a gas pressure washer. I don't do the electric pressure washers. I'm not into that. This is a awesome Craftsman pressure washer. We wash the deck, the sidewalk, the cars, the RV with it. It's been great. And to go along with that, I've got this handle that we've gotten from Chemical Guys as well. It's part of their torque line, and it will connect to the end of it, and it makes like a nice gun, good handle. You can squeeze it really easy. I can put one of the spray nozzles off the top of this right up here, click it right in, and use this to spray down with just regular plain water. And then when we get over to using our sticky snowball sudsing foam, we're gonna use this. This is my brand new from Chemical Guys foam cannon. And I've had one in the past. I've had another Chemical Guys product in the past. It's been great. I've had it for like 6 or 7 years, but it's showing its age and parts are starting to break on it. So I decided I was gonna buy a new one. This is the big mouth foaming gun. And to do the RV, you need something big because it's a big RV. So we're gonna come across it and lay a thick bead of foam using this pressure washer. And then we will come across it and pressure wash. We'll clean it really good. Then we'll pressure wash all the sudsy dirt off. And then we'll give it another spray down and make sure everything's nice and clean. All right, so now we're going to talk about some tools that I use to help wash the different vehicles in the fleet. So I've had different varieties of these throughout the years, just your basic hand glove type washing item that we're going to put into a great blue bucket from Ace Hardware, Children's Miracle Network. So got one of those to clean things with. I go to Costco. I buy the mega multi-pack of terry towels, microfiber type towels to use when I'm cleaning and drying off things. They work great. You know, you could use them a couple times, throw them out, because you get like 50 of them for like $10. So it's really not a big deal, but I've had a lot of them. I've got some out of the pack I haven't even used yet. Chemical Guys also sells these great brushes, right? You got one with a little stiffer bristle, one with a softer bristle. And you could really get into different things, your tires, your rims, your floor mats. If you got those like plastic WeatherTech type floor mats, these are great to clean them with. So I do like to use these. Some new things that I've picked up for this year. Due to watching some other videos, I've used a different type of scrub brush for the RV for a couple of years now. And I like to switch them out every couple of years because they get dirty. They just don't look so good. So I splurged and I bought a lamb's wool wash pad. Right, so this is like ultra smooth and nice, and we're gonna keep it real good, and it's gonna like give that buttery, textured, lamb's woolly feel to the side of the RV so that we could get them nice and clean, right? And to go with that, I purchased this huge extend to reach pole, and it goes to like 12 feet. Again, I'm gonna have no problem hitting the top of the RV with this. You get that in the shot. We're going from corner to corner here. All right. So got lots going on. This will connect up to it. And then the last thing I've got, I'm kind of a sucker for Facebook ads. Those sponsored things that you get with all these different chemicals and cleaners. So I bought this thing and it's called Clear Vision. If you guys are familiar with like Rain-X, and you can get the rain in the yellow bottle and you spray it on your windshield, it puts like a waxy coating. This is gonna do something really similar to that. But I wanted to test it because I really liked the ad that they put on Facebook. So you take this pad off, you break the seal, and it's got some liquid in it. You can kind of hear it shaking in there. And I'm gonna rub it it's got like a spongy applicator onto the windshield. And it should bead that rain right off. I have a problem. And my problem is that I like to buy a lot of Chemical Guys products because they ship it right to my front door. And I just got a lot of stuff in here. So if I need it, I got it, and I probably got an extra one.
clean the RV roof. The goal is to clean it, not slip off and fall. Alright, one of the tips for getting on your RV roof is, one, how you stand. You want to distribute your weight, not with your feet together. You want to keep your feet apart. It also helps you keep your balance, so that's good. And you want to try not to step on anything important up here or fall off. That would be good too. So now we're going to use some Dawn dish soap and some water, and we're going to scrub off this dirty roof. Alright, you can see I'm making a lot of progress here. You can definitely see what I've done and what I haven't done. But the other good thing to do when you're up on your roof is inspect all your seals, make sure there's no cracking in any of it. I'm actually quite happy with what's up here. There's a few spots to touch up a little bit here and there, but for the most part it's looking pretty darn good. I've ordered some self-leveling sealant. Pete ordered it, but of course he ordered white, and since he never goes on the roof, you can see that there's no white sealant up here. So I'm just waiting for the black to come and I'll touch it up. But it's a good idea to inspect everything. See, you can see the screw. Oh, there's another area where I'm gonna hit with the black sealant. All right, we have a major problem here. This is what happens when Pete buys caulk.
And I'm sorry, everybody, my arms are very white.
It looks kind of funny.
Looking to kind of blend that in.
Maybe that's why you bought all the white, to tan the rest of your arms white.
So we have...
That's clear. That doesn't count.
We have 2.5 tubes of clear.
Well, that's clear too.
Oh, that's clear, yep. 3.5 tubes of clear. We have 2 tubes of almond. I think we got these on accident, Amazon.
No. You ordered almond, yep. And they came, and I was like, what am I going to do with almond? It's not even white. It's worse than white.
I think you talked Amazon into giving us a credit. So
I did, because it was non-returnable.
So we have almond. Come on this way.
If you need white or almond caulk, just send us a message. Oh my gosh. All I need is black. You heard me up there. I said, get me some black caulk.
We've got 4 tubes of white, not used. And we have 1 tube of black.
I must have ordered that one.
So.
Is it even self-leveling? Okay, good.
Yes.
All right.
Self-leveling lap.
I was going to say, as long as it's not the...
So, we have lots of white. I think our old RV used white.
No, it didn't.
Oh, well.
We've always used black.
We have 1 black.
We have 1 black. And 1 black that I ordered that didn't come in time.
Awesome.
All right, you're back up on the roof with me here, and I've got my clear sealant, so that's where I'm going to dab that little corner in the front that I noticed. I've got the only tube of black that we have. Since it's all black up here, I'm going to try to use the black as much as I can. I'm going to go through, I'm going to check every inch of where the black sealant is. I showed you a few pictures earlier of the parts that I had noticed when I was washing, but I'm going to do a more thorough inspection now that everything up here is clean and it's dry. You know what I forget to do every single time? I put the tube of caulk in the thing, and then I remember I didn't poke the hole. Now I gotta take it apart. There we go. Whoop. All right. Whack. Self-leveling die-core. I'm gonna make a mess of myself. All right, so I'm gonna hit that spot. I'll show it to you again while I'm talking. You can see the screw through it. So same as the clear, more the better. I'm gonna make sure it's stuck on all sides. I like to make this little twirling action. Probably like, that was a lot to fix one thing, but I don't think you can ever have too much die-core on top of a roof. More is good. Now I'm gonna do, Pete's talking to me, he doesn't know I'm talking to you.
That was enough before I didn't get it all over my hand.
He's still talking to me. You know I'm talking to the camera, right?
No.
Alright, so for this one, I'm gonna use my finger a little bit, just because it's on the front and it's to the front of the paint here. I wanna make sure it looks a little nicer. So for that tip, I've got a cup of water with a little bit of soap suds in it. And I'm gonna use that so it doesn't stick to my finger. It's hot and sunny out, so I can see it already starting to kind of set itself, which is good. I'm just gonna make sure it's flat, touching all the sides. It's as easy as that. Well, that's a wrap on our motorhome exterior detail. We've gone from road grime to sparkling clean, and it's all thanks to this simple process and our favorite products. I'll leave a link in the description for all the products we used. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and leave us a comment below to tell us what you'd like to see next. And don't forget to subscribe for more RV adventures. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video where we'll be doing a few RV upgrades.
Epic landscape holds secrets yet untold. Stories with our captain's logs and our trusty motorhome unfold. Two teens, two tales.